8 specific things I'm going to share with you, and I just titled it 8 Laws of Success, Security, and Significance. I really believe we're all looking for those 3 things: success, security, and significance in life. Before I dive into that, let me explain to you who I am. So I'm an immigrant to the United States. English is my second language. I'm a former communist. I come from the Soviet Union. We escaped when I was 6 years old, came to the United States legally, and when we did, we lived in Section 8 housing in Santa Ana, California. Now, back in the 80s, Santa Ana, California was Gangville. And you had the Mexicans and the blacks always fighting each other, the gangs. And then when a foreigner comes into town, they decide they're going to beat you up instead. So I had to very quickly learn to defend myself and fend for myself, because if I got beat up in the streets, then I'd get home and get beat up by my dad. So we lived in Section 8 housing, which is government-assisted housing. I'm the king of dumpster diving, because being the youngest in the family, 6 years old, it was easy for my dad to kind of lift me up and throw me in the dumpsters in the back of grocery stores. These grocery stores would throw away food that had expired, but hadn't necessarily gone bad yet. And so when food expires and hasn't gone bad yet, you can fish it out of the dumpsters and eat it. I share all this with you because the odds should have been stacked against me in terms of success and security and significance in life, the 3 things that we're all looking for. However, I also realized that not having money caused a lot of turmoil in my family growing up. I would always hear my dad say, we run out of money before we run out of month. He would always have to pick and choose what bill we're going to have to pay. And while I was the youngest of the family, I kept telling myself that when I get older, I'm going to make so much money that my mom and dad, my older brother and sister will never have to worry about making money. See, my dad had 3 jobs. He had a paper route, he worked at a gas station, and he worked at a pizzeria, where every now and again he'd sneak away a few slices of pizzas and bring it back to the apartment. My brother had a couple jobs. My brother's 14 years older, my sister's 16 years older, so I'm the oops baby. If you kind of do the math, you can tell that I'm the oops baby. So my 2 siblings are a couple years apart, and then 14 years later, there I come. So when my dad decides that we're going to escape and come to the United States, he's thinking that, man, the United States, freedom, opportunity, abundance, we're going to be rich. Well, we get here and we're broke. Like I said, Section 8 housing, eating out of dumpsters the first year and a half, finding clothes and furniture and just junk piles that people leave in the apartment complex. But all those things were a blessing to me, because I was forced to learn the language. I was forced to learn to get along with kids who I didn't really share the same culture with. And very quickly, as I saw that money was a problem in our family, I also realized that money is a tool, it's a resource. And I don't know what kind of hang-ups you guys have about money, but I can tell you this, the hang-up that my dad had was money was scarce, it's hard to come by, it's for people who were born here. But my mindset was different. That if there's a good part of town, and then there's a Section 8 part of town, why can't we live there? How are they any different? My brain just operated differently in that, why can't I live there? And I share this with you because today I'm the founder and CEO of Fit Body Boot Camp. We're an international fitness franchise, 680 locations worldwide. The only fitness franchise that grew during COVID. We gained 8 locations during March, from March 2020 to December 2020. Now we're back to gaining, 8 locations in almost 10 months sounds epic. Our normal clip is 6 locations per month. So we're back to 6 locations per month. And in fact, we're talking to 2 private equity firms, one of them out of New York, Princeton Capital, for an acquisition.